That's all for right here. These are Hatfield products. And what we have here are a heated shelf, and then we have heat lamps under built in the over shelf here. So what you're doing is you have an on-off switch and a dial that controls the heated shelf. Hot deck, if you want to call that, that's fine. We call that a heated shelf. And you have a dial thermometer here that goes anywhere from about 90 degrees up to about 180, 190, somewhere in there. Okay? So you put your food on here. Normally, this is approved for food contact. So you, I don't know, again, not knowing what you're going to put on here. You can put pizza on here. You can put hamburgers on here. A lot of people in this environment will have them in some type of a box or a container or wrapped. Again, I don't know what you're doing. You want to make sure that your heat is on from the top and from the bottom. Thus, the customer comes up and grabs whatever's there, whether it's a boat of French fries or chicken wings or whatever the heck it is, they're going to do that. These are the heat lamps. These two control the heat lamps that are underneath here. Now, what these are, this is called an infinite switch. An infinite switch means that if you set this all the way to number 7, that's the maximum, the heat lamp will stay on all the time. The infinite switch allows you to run on and off. So if you put it in at 5, let's say, at 4, somewhere there, you're going to be running the heat lamps on and off. So in a minute, it's going to theoretically be off 30 seconds, on 30 seconds. But it doesn't work that way. It's on and off. On and off. And what that does is it allows the product to stay warm, but not overheated. Again, those are the things that you guys have to work with on your product. Again, my philosophy is turn them on high, see what happens, and then you back off. Do your last test first. Okay? That's the way I was taught. Burn the hell out of it, and then back off. Okay? So you know what you're doing. Let's see. Yeah, that's obviously the license. That's your controls. Good to go.
Good job, Rhonda.
We got to move down to the other end, so if you want to come down there. I don't know if you want to bring that little camera or not.
I'll get that.
Really?
Yep.
She's trying to listen to it.
Oh, we were moving to the other end. I was filming that for you.
That's all right. I didn't clean any of this equipment.
No, you sure didn't.
Listen to her. I got a rag in my hand, didn't I?
I will not drop this. Oh. Thank you. You're gonna have some good audio on that. About 30 seconds.
That's all right. If somebody watches this video ever, okay.
I'll watch
Okay,
it.
everybody ready?
Yep.
Is that running?
Yep.
Chad?
Yep.
You're going.
Okay.
I never turned it off.
As we talk down there, we have a griddle here. Same thing, except it's bigger. Okay? You have your switch here to light the pilot, and then you have your knob to set the temperature that you want to grill at. Recommendation is you start off at 350, because at much more than 350, you're going to burn your product. If you're doing something like pancakes, you're going to be in the 250 to 275 range. Just remember that this is one big solid griddle plate. So if you have a high temperature over here, it's going to migrate over to this side. So you want to make sure you compensate for that if you're going to do, she's a little kid, huh? I bet she's a lot of fun though, right?
She's annoying.
So you're going to get a little bit of heat migration over here, and that's going to get warm. It's not going to be as warm as this side, or however you set it up. Again,
Turn it to the
as you
top.
can see, I have a bigger drawer. The reason
then you
we
just
put
said
this
it again.
guard in here is so that when you pull it out, because you're in a hurry and you want to go home, and you pull it quick, this stops the splashing around. Okay?
What's the 39 for?
What's that?
What's the 39 for?
39 tells you what's the temperature of that refrigerated drawer.
Okay.
Okay? Refrigerated drawer is right here. That'll hold your pans. That'll hold your chicken or your wings or your hamburgers or cheese or whatever you guys are going to throw in here. Hello, young lady. Okay, the other piece that we haven't talked about is the charbroiler.
Be good.
This is what we call a charbroiler. This is very similar to the charbroiler that you guys might have at home. Or you don't have one at home? Well, yeah, then go find this. This is a nice looking guy. Why don't you guys look up?
Let me move over. Oh, why you got this on me?
So,
It's not on you.
what we have here
I'm great, boo. You're
Yes,
dangerous.
is a charbroiler. We cook from underneath. So what we're doing, and underneath here, I'm not going to take these off because these are warm, but underneath here, we have a baffling system. And below that is the burners. So your burners are hitting the baffling system, getting them hot, and radiating the heat up so that it cooks your product. Okay? So you have a U-shaped burner in here that allows the heat to go in a U-shape, and there's two of them. One over here, one over here. Okay? Also, these grates can be set up on the ledge here so that you can have them tilted. Okay? So you can have them flat, or you can have them slightly tilted. Maybe a 10-degree tilt. A lot of people like to cook things tilted. Two reasons. One, the grease, lack of a better word, runs down the grates better. And number two, if you're cooking here, back here is going to be slightly cooler because you are on a pitch. So people will start products here and maybe finish them off here. Back here. Now, tricks of the trade, get yourself a wire brush if you don't have a wire brush. Straight, okay? That gets rid of the carbon that's on there. Carbon is bad, not because it's going to hurt you, but bad because it becomes an insulator and it doesn't get the heat to the product that you're trying to cook. Okay? The grates can come off, go into your 3-compartment sink, no soap. No soap on any of this stuff. Just warm water. Okay? Or put some Clorox in it, Clorox water. But the main thing is get your arms going this way, okay? Again, drains down to here. We have a pan underneath that allows everything, especially the drippings that come off of here. If you're doing chicken, grease is going to drip down. You're going to get flare-up, so be careful. You understand that there's going to be some flare-ups. You're not going to set this thing on fire unless you got some really big, greasy pig there.
And you're saying put no foil in the bottom of that?
I'm a firm believer of no foil. I know it makes your job easier. At the end of the week, you roll it all up and throw it away.
Yep.
But then you're going to come back and you're going to call South Bend and say, my piece of equipment's not holding up.
Okay.
And we're going to come in here and we're going to say, sorry, the warranty's no longer void or good because you put foil.
All right.
We have to take some measures to protect our equipment as well. All right, back here while we're here. And there's another toaster inside. This is called the Hatco conveyor toaster. Plug the unit to the end of the socket here. And okay, look at that later. But the operation of the unit is very, very simple. We have an on-off switch. that turns it to the on position. We have heat control for your top and bottom heat. And then we have a speed control. And the speed control is the conveyor. How fast do you want that to go through? Or how slow do you want it to go through? That'll depend on the product that you're toasting. Everybody's got 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 people in this room, right? We've got 14 different ways that you guys like toast. Nobody likes it the same. So you got to figure out what's the happy medium. The happy medium is to start at 5, from where it starts with medium heat. Now, the other trick to the trade is the bread that you're toasting. If you get daily bread, okay, it's nice and moist and fresh, right? Real soft, that's no good. We like day-old bread, okay? A lot of people won't tell you that. But we like to be honest and say, we're going to give your customer a better product if you use day-old bread. Now, let's say you don't get day-old bread, you get daily bread. A lot of hospitals get daily bread. When it comes in, slit the top, a little air in there, helps to dry some of that out. Okay, because what happens is on a fresh bed, if you run it through here, it gets real dark because of all the sugar content. Okay, it's still nice and fresh, and I'm not a chemist, but I've just done enough of these that I know after 40 years what works and what doesn't work. Okay? We have a guide up here. Some people like the guide, some people don't. Okay? What this does do, though, is it allows you to start 2 slices of toast and put 2 tight slices of toast right on top of it, so that at least you got 4 going through. Okay? The other thing is that sometime during your cycle, inside our cavity, we have a temperature monitor. And that temperature monitor registers the coldness coming in. So as you're throwing toast in there at 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock in the morning, because you're doing a lot of breakfasts, the toast or that egg McMuffin or that bagel or whatever you want to call going through there is being registered. This toaster is going to run and run and run. It's going to run at the electric that we designed the unit for. What happens when it registers no more cold coming in, the unit shuts down to about 25%. Okay? So the energy saving. We're trying to put some energy saving in this equipment that has never been there before. So this thing will shut down, won't shut off, it just shuts down. And as soon as you get a 10 o'clock person coming in here, ordering a piece of some toast, as soon as that hits it, it comes right back on within seconds. What happens here, the toast goes through and discharges out the front. This is a little warming storage area, so people can stack some toast in there, keep it warm. It gets the heat off the radiant heat off of the toaster. Questions?
Nope.
Question? You ready to do the next
Comment?
one? Okay. All right, let's go in the back.
Have you done that heated
yeah,
slide?
yeah.
Heated slide.
All right.
I don't want to
Here
trip me, bro.
is a similar unit to the one up above, except we call this one our heated chute. So you have the heat
Not a slide.
toggle switch to turn the unit to the on position. You adjust your temperature accordingly to how hot you want this service to be. We can get up to about 190 degrees. So it's hot. This is designed so that you are able to put product in here, oats, hamburgers, wrapped hamburgers. Or
Brianna would like to know if we could put hot dogs on there.
Yes, you can.
Awesome.
Wait. There's a big difference.
Uh-oh.
This is not a hot dog cooker. You can put cooked hot dogs already in a bun.
Just a display.
This is for merchandising.
Yeah.
This is not for cooking.
Not a
Grab it and go.
This is a grab and go. Yes, sir.
like Speedway.
I can sell you a hot dog roller now if you want that. You want that?
Hey Jennifer, we're gonna buy a hot dog roller.
You want a hot dog roller?
You said you never. Oh,
It's
okay.
right
The hot
there.
dog roller is the cheap part. Then you got to pay the electrician to put the circuit in.
Similar to your setup over there, this does not have lights. That over there has lights.
What's that again?
This
that
doesn't
have a
have
light?
lights, unless you got lights.
Yeah, it's just a heat. It's just a heated lamp right there. I didn't design it. All I did was put it in.
There is a light here.
No light switch.
I don't know where the light
No.
No, there is.
Find it, Rhonda.
There's switches all down through there. Oh,
Where is that light switch at?
Closer.
Is that it? Is that
Yeah.
light switch for all of those?
Yeah.
Click it.
Very good, Cheryl.
Okay. Learn something new every day,
I can't remember everything.
right? Okay,
Just 90%.
let's go in the back. Oh, right over here. This is a continental refrigerator. We have a couple refrigerators and a couple freezers. They're both the same. Just a matter of whether one's at 35, 38, 39 degrees temperature, or one at 0 to 5. Okay? They're all stainless steel, so for cleaning purposes, you just wipe them down with a mild detergent or with some Sheila Shine. I don't know what all you guys have here in the operation. Sheila Shine. It's inside. You can wipe those down, but you never spill anything, right? So, no reason to wipe it down. Up here you have the temperature, it tells you what it is. This is what we call a dual temp. So the dual temp, the top is the freezer. That's just the freezer. Yeah.
You're hilarious. You know, huh?
This is your freezer. This is your refrigerator. Keep the product cold.
I'll tell you one thing. I did a.
These are nice
I
because
wish I could say this here probably on video because it's never be watched, but I did Camp Atterbury for Army Corps of Engineers, and if anybody was ever going to watch that video, it was going to be an Army Corps engineer, and I never heard anything about it because I'd sit there and walk off on that camera and go work on something else, and then the rep would quit training on it, and then 15 minutes later the camera would still be going, and they